Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to go through Unit 4, Making New Friends. Before we start, we are gonna look at these photographs and answer these questions. First question: what teenagers do to make new friends in a new town? What do you think teenagers do to make new friends in a new town? We can ask them. They can ask about themselves, ask the friends about themselves, ask if they need any help, ask the friends if they need any help. Okay, question number two, what do you think is the best thing to do when you are in a new town? The first thing to do when you are in a new town, what do you think the best thing to do? The first thing to do when you are in a new town, the first thing to do is to meeting new neighbors and making new friends. Vocabulary. Exercise number 1. Check the meaning in dictionary, then choose the meaning for these words and phrases. Number 1, advice. What do I mean by advice? It is matched to letter B. An opinion that someone gives you. Number 2, take something for granted. What do I mean by take something for granted? Is it letter A, C, or D? Yes, that's right. It is letter A. To think something is true or will stay the same. Number 3, notice board. What do I mean by notice board? Is it letter C or letter D? Let's think together. What do I mean by notice board? Notice board, it is letter D. A thing on a wall that people put information on. What do I mean by notice board? لوحة إعلانات. Connection. What do I mean by connection? Number 4. What do I mean by connection? It is letter C. Something that brings people together. New in town. Let's go through this passage. New in town. When you are new in town, what you gonna do when you are new in town? Let's go through this passage and find out. It is day 1 in a new school, in a new town. You have got all the paper and pens you need. You have wearing cool new clothes, but you don't know anyone and you are not sure where to go. Starting a new school and it feels so hard because you don't have any friends there to help you. It is very easy to feel stressed. What do I mean by stressed? Stressed means مضغوط. Yes, that's right, مضغوط. But life will get easier. Here is some advice to help you. Let's listen to this advice to help you when you are new in town. The first thing, don't take it for granted that other students will start a conversation. So what I'm gonna do? هعمل ايه when I am in a new town? Don't take it for granted that students will start a conversation. Ask other people questions about themselves. This is the first one. Ask other people about questions about themselves. Everyone like talking about themselves. Try asking them about their favorite subject or which sport they like. This is number 2. Everyone likes talking about themselves, so try asking them about their favorite subject or which sport they like. And don't ask too many personal questions. What do I mean by personal questions? أسئلة شخصية. Don't ask too many personal questions because people don't like that. You can only make friends if you spend time with them. The best way to do this is to join clubs. Join clubs. يبقى how I'm gonna make new friends. The first thing is to join clubs or team sports. Go online or look at the notice board at your school. قلنا what do I mean by notice board؟ لوحة إعلانات. Look at the notice board at your school and find what is happening. You are a part of a team. Your teammates. What do I mean by teammates? Teammates أعضاء الفريق will feel connected to you, and that connection could become a friendship. While you are busy talking to other students, you don't forget to study. The most important thing is that you don't forget to study. Remember to do your homework. يبقى the first thing to do, not to forget about, to study and do your homework. Don't have any problem with your teachers. So you don't have any problems with your teachers. Those teachers can also give you advice on how make friends and enjoy life in a new town. Take them to talk to them too. Talk to who? Talk to your teachers. Talk to your teachers. Okay? Exercise number 3. Exercise number 3. Read the article again and answer the questions. What is the best thing to do? What is the main idea of the text? There is the answer. New students should try to get to new people. Number 2. Why is it a good idea to ask other students questions about themselves? Why is it a good idea to ask other students about themselves? Because people enjoy talking about themselves. Okay? Number 3. What shouldn't you ask other students? What shouldn't you ask other students? We said people don't like about talking about themselves. So you shouldn't ask too many personal questions. Number 4. How can you find out about clubs and sports? How can you find out about clubs and sports? Look online. The answer is look online and on the notice board on your school. The notice board on your school. We قلنا ايه notice board. What do I mean by notice board? لوحة إعلانات. Number 5. Why do team sport make it easier for you to make friends? Why do team sports make it easier for you to make friends? You can make connection with other teenagers by playing with them in a team. Playing sports in a team. Number 6. How can you avoid problems with your teachers at your new schools? How can you avoid problems with your teachers at new school? First of all, the answer is you should always study hard. نذاكر كويس. You should always study hard. Number 2, always do your homework. Always do your homework. This is how you can avoid problems with your teachers in your school. Number 7, how can your teacher help you? How can your teacher help you? They can give you advice. They can give you advice. Okay. Exercise Let's go through writing an email. How can we write an email? How can we write an email? How can we write an email? The first thing to write an email, the first thing to write an email, you're gonna to write an email. It is a text message sent through the internet. So the email usually have these parts. The first part is the header. The header يعني ايه؟ The header اللي هو العنوان containing the email address and the subject. هتقول مثلا في الأول from اللي هو اسم الراسل، وبعدين to اسم المرسل إليه، then the subject اللي هو الموضوع اللي انت بتتكلم عنه في الإيميل. قبل ما تكتب الموضوع هتقول ايه؟ dear my dear Aunt Carol, as you can see in this email. يبقى هتكتب from و to و subject, then dear Aunt Carol or dear اسم المرسل إليه، وبعدين هتكتب الموضوع، وبعد كتابة الموضوع هتكتب yours اللي هو المخلص، أو تكتب ايه the closing اللي هي الخاتمة like a best wishes or thank you best wishes or thank you. Here is these two emails. Let's go through these two emails and read them then answer the questions. Read the two emails to a magazine problem page below. Do they mention any of the problem you thought in before you start a section? Do you mention any problem? طيب the first email بيتكلم عن ايه؟ اول ايميل كده بصوا على الشمال كده، اول ايميل to والسبجكت. طبعا احنا ممكن نكتب from و to والسبجكت. هو كاتب هنا to وكاتب الايميل اسم المرسل إليه، وسبجكت help I don't have any friends at new school، وكاتب الرسالة لمين؟ dear Aunt Carol I think it is difficult to make friends. I don't have any friends in my school. I am always on my own break time. Yesterday I talked to a girl in a class. I asked her if she wanted to do homework with me, but she said no. I need someone advice how to make new friends. Do you have advice for me? طيب ده اول ايميل. هو ما كتبش الخاتمة اللي هو best wishes، او ما كتبش yours او thank you، وكتب اسم الراسل بعدها لان ده optional ممكن يتكتب وممكن ما يتكتبش، بس الافضل ان انت تكتبه. طيب نقرا الايميل التاني مع بعض. to وكاتب اسم المرسل اليه، برضو ممكن نكتب from اسم الراسل، وسبجكت help I am really stressed. قلنا what do I mean by stressed اللي هي ايه؟ مضغوط. كاتب برضو رسالة لمين؟ dear Aunt Carol I always work very hard at school but I am really stressed about some exams I have next week. The first two exams are 3 hours long, will be very difficult. The last exam is the subject I am not very good at. I have spent a lot of time studying at the libraries this week, but that hasn't helped me feel better. I need some advice how to relax. طيب الاكسرسايز اللي عندنا هنا exercise number 2. Read the emails. Again, label the parts of the emails. Letter A, explaining the problem. Explaining the problem, asking for advice, saying who the email is for. It is letter B, asking for advice. Asking for advice. Thank you, my students. We are gonna continue to explain the grammar of this unit in the next session. Thank you, my dear students. هنكمل الحلقة الجاية مع بعض في unit 4 lesson 2 the grammar about this unit. Thank you, my dear students.